Time we bring him up because you guys don't want to look at me anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for Doc Moreau from Children's Theater.
How do you hold all that crap in your head? I need a clipboard. I need a clipboard. And a microphone. Thank you. Monkey bladder.
The monkey bladder.
Yeah, monkey bladder in the house. This is the first public appearance of the monkey bladder. I'm more excited for him than for myself. I love you, monkey bladder. That's a mournful cry for Ned The Dead, who could not be here tonight. I don't know what his deal is. Something about a flaming windmill and angry villagers south of Swamico somewhere. I don't know. Or he's working late at the Piggly Wiggly. Somebody on Facebook said that. I think that's great. Yeah. Ned works at the Piggly Wiggly. You're smarter anyway. One thing, some days, some mornings, I'm on stage. This is wild. Yeah. Pretty cool. Thanks. I haven't been on TV for a while. It's been about a year and a half since the show went off. Will it be back? We don't know if it'll be back. It could be back. There are plans. There are research being done. You never know. Don't sell us out. We're hopeful. Maybe it'll be an internet thing. Maybe we can convince somebody to be on TV again. I think we have to give them a pile of money to put us back on. They're happy to take your money. So people ask me sometimes, what's it like to be working with Ned on the Ned The Dead Show? It's kind of a sausage fest. There's a lot of guys involved. You can probably tell that by the humor that we display. When a lot of ladies work together, it is said that their cycles sync up. It's like that with us, but more in the area of farting. There's a lot of farting on the Ned The Dead Show. And he refers to me as his partner. I refer to him as my partner. And even for a bit there when we had Vicky Vixen on the show, she could belch like a man 10 times her size. So she fit right in. Sorry she couldn't stick around. Something squeaked. Gee, I no idea what's in my pockets. People ask me, what do you and Ned look for when you're showing your B movies? And basically, we each have our criteria. Ned has director's intent in mind. He doesn't so much care what's wound up on the screen. He's forgiving. And he kind of looks at what they were going for. Director's intent and cinema classic. Is there something redeemable about it? Is it something we're going to remember forever, no matter how good or how bad? So keep that in mind, those of you who can spell. Ned is looking for director's intent cinema classic. That's what Ned's looking for. Ned will take that all day long. And that's what he gets for not being here tonight. Me, on the other hand, my criteria starts with tension, the balance between what they wanted to achieve and, because of lack of money or talent, what they actually put together. And imagination. It's pretty wild. Some of the ideas these guys come up with. They don't have a lot of money, don't have a lot of technology, don't have a lot of talent, and yet, they start with a kernel of an idea. And I give them credit for that. The other thing is television stars. If there's somebody in an old B movie that went on to television, like tonight's movie, we have Russell Johnson from Gilligan's Island. Yeah. Big ups for that. So that's me. Tension, imagination, television stars. So I don't know what that spells. Oh yeah, and any amply endowed leading ladies. I like that too. Everything I know, I learned from Star Trek, Johnny Quest, old Warner Brothers cartoons, and Gilligan's Island.
That's all you need.
I'm really happy about the Russell Johnson connection. So let's get down to the lore. This is the first time I have ever laid down a live lore. Whoa! since we have a microphone here on a stand. Microphone on a stick. Thank you. I like that. Where can I buy a microphone on a stick? Okay. Roger Corman's 1957 B-movie classic, Attack of the Crab Monsters. And guess who's the first victim of the crab attack? That's frequent Corman collaborator Charles Griffith. Only too bad, Corman didn't kill him off before Griffith wrote the screenplay. Hunky star Richard Garland, sadly, had quite the drinking problem that cut short his career and his life. But before that, he married actress Beverly Garland, who Ned the Dead fans saw as a trigger-happy jailbreaker in Corman's Swamp Women. Ironically, Roger Corman released Attack of the Crab Monsters on a double bill with Not of This Earth, which starred Richard's then recent ex-wife, Beverly Garland. Awkward! Also among the cast, Corman regular Ed Nelson, who did double duty playing a Navy lieutenant and operating a giant mechanical crab. And according to movie lore, Nelson was joined by a young Jack Nicholson, who'd been hanging around the set and also got put to work manning a crab. And you may not see Jack, but you might see the little wheels the crabs were rolled around on. There's also Mel Wells. He was Mr. Mushnick in Corman's Little Shop of Horrors, and the pervy innkeeper in the Ned the Dead fave, Sheeps. Sheeps. Thank you. Here he's changing up from his normal accent to play a French scientist. And, maybe of greatest note, actor Russell Johnson, who previously appeared in the sci-fi classics It Came from Outer Space and This Island Earth, and 7 years after, found fame as Professor Roy Hinckley on TV's Gilligan's Island. And just what does his role here, as Hank the Handyman, have in common with the professor? As you'll see, he can get the radio to receive, but not transmit. You think Sherwood Schwartz remembered that years later when recasting the part of the professor? Of course, if the radio transmits, the show's over. That's the guy to play my professor. And see if you can see where Russell Johnson breaks a toe splashing around in the surf. The ever budget-conscious Corman had a tech guy tape up the toe and sent Russell back to finish the damn scene. Throw in some really silly-ass science and a Ronald Stein musical score, which one reviewer said was written to be played on broken instruments. Anyone got aspirin? Did you bring it up for everybody? And you're set for a monster crab attack. Love the lore, baby. The lore lives on. Let's hear it for Doc Moreau, ladies and gentlemen.